Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you, as always, this time for tuning into my 2,861st edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar and Traders. I try to teach you something in every one of these videos. It's about the art of technical analysis and about you becoming a much better trader and analyst because of this effort we put forth and these videos. And I thank you for all your comments and all your participation. We love having you as fans. Thank you so much. Before we get started, remember, trading is risky, 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 risky. In fact, we are going to learn in this video, there's going to be a lesson about why do we place our protective stops first. Why do we, smart professional traders from Wall Street, why do we place our protective stops first? I say it in every single video. I'm going to show you an example of that in the chart segment of this video so you will understand why you should always place that protective stop first before you get into the long or short position. So, what do we got on the board? This is for trading on Friday, Jan 31st, 2025. And what's interesting about the board is in my last video, just 2 nights ago, these first 2 sentences, I left them alone. I didn't even have to change them. Every time I do a video, I erase the board, write new stuff. Well, last video and this video, number 1 and 2 just stayed there. Why? Because oddly enough, between 2 days ago and this evening for trading on Friday, boom, the Omni goes neutral again. Does not want to get long or short the E-mini S&P, NASDAQ, or Russell. Just wants me to sidestep and let the action take place. If you ask me, number 2 is exactly right. It is it's perfect timing for a neutral Omni signal. Why? A, the Dow Jones Industrial Average double top on the daily bar has not been resolved. It's standing right there in our way for trading on Friday. A, the Dow Jones double top. B, a gap in ES. ES has left a gap where the market had been here, opened lower and kept dropping, now has to come back up and fill that gap. Well, lots of times when that happens, right after the gap fill, the market turns and heads the other way, heads down. Not always, but that happens a lot. So we've got Dow Jones Industrial Average double top, and you've got a big gap in ES trying to fill itself. Well, guess what? Same type of gap from the same day in your NASDAQ. That tells me I'm really glad we have a neutral Omni right now. I don't have to decipher that for Friday. There are other markets I might trade, but these guys, we're just going to stay away. NASDAQ, Russell, E-mini S&P. Thank you, Omni, for warning us, telling us to stay away. Here are some of the reasons why. What else is on the board? Beware of the double top in gold. Traders on a daily bar. We've got a double top. I'll show you that in the chart segment as well. Now, does every single double top work? No. Will almost every double top work? Yes. So if you're a trader and you see a double top and you take it, and you see the next double top and you take it, you see a third double top, it might not work. Then the fourth one shows up, you take it, and it works again. That's the nature of double tops. They don't all work. But there's one in gold, please be aware of it. The one I showed you on Friday into Monday this week, the beginning of this week, was in E-mini S&P. We had a double top, and on Monday it cracked. Now we're back at the double top of the Dow Jones. Maybe it's going to crack. Maybe the ES reaction was enough. We'll find out. I say because it's a double top and a neutral Omni, we're off the hook. The double top in gold doesn't have to hold, but the one in S&P did. So we'll find out if Dow Jones is going to hold and if gold double top is going to hold. And we're going to find that out literally on Friday, right after you watch this video on Thursday night. Number 4 on the board, OmniCamp, the camp of the dead. I can't wait. What a long, strange camp it's going to be. I kid you not. We've got this OmniCamp planned, and I have to say, there was no OmniCamp planned for March. I'm having one literally that starts tomorrow, right? So it's tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I wasn't going to do another camp until way out right before the summer. But then I happened to go to a Grateful Dead concert at the Sphere, and I have to tell you, it was one of the coolest experiences I have ever had. I was just losing my mind. It was so cool. I thought anyone that comes to Vegas has to see the Grateful Dead at the Sphere. Well, lo and behold, they announced dates for March. I grabbed 6 tickets in a row, and this OmniCamp, it'll happen in March 20th through 25th. If you show up for this OmniCamp, we're going to work together all day Friday. Then Saturday, we're going to work together all day, and Saturday night, we're all going to the Sphere to have a night with the Grateful Dead, Dead & Company. I promise you, I've seen the show already. I've seen well over 500 different shows in my life. That show in the Sphere, the Grateful Dead show, one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. If you're a Deadhead, I am telling you, it's worth coming to Vegas. Forget about Oscar. It's worth coming out just for this Dead show. I'll be a side attraction for you. So make sure you fill out OmniCamp applications. Go to OmniBootCamp.com. Let me know you want to come to the Grateful Dead. We've already got a camper coming in from Canada for the Grateful Dead OmniCamp. He's set and ready to go. I won't out you, but buddy, I'm waiting for you. Now, we've got OmniCamp is showing up tomorrow, guys. I got you. You're going to love what happens at camp. I will see you bright and early in the morning. So, we've covered the topics on the board. We've got a neutral Omni telling us to stay away from E-mini, NASDAQ, and Russell. Perfect timing for that signal because the Dow Jones has a double top. There's a gap in ES. There's a gap in NASDAQ. There's also a double top in gold. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on. So you got to be careful out there. So now we're going to get into a chart segment. And in that chart segment, I'm going to illustrate why you put your stops in first. I promise you that will be in the chart segment. You will see it there. And of course, the other reasoning behind what's on this board and why we're going to sidestep trading the indices for a day. Traders, the chart segment's coming up, but before that, we have to remind you to keep your emotions out of trading. How would you do that? 1, subscribe to the Omni recommendations. We have traded every day practically this month as day traders. The Omni had 2 losing trades the entire month. Everything we touched was a win. This service is very inexpensive. It's the Platinum service. Trading Recs come out full-time, day and night. How you're not involved in this, I don't know. Just trading 1 lot of these Omni recommendations last year, 1 lot only, and most people trade more. $73,800 was made on 1 lot following the Omni trades. This month alone, just closing my eyes and thinking, we've got to be up 5-6 grand this month alone. Don't hold me to it because I have my accountant's going to work on that after tomorrow. But I think the Omni pulled at least 5 or 6 grand out this month on 1 lot trades. You should join the Platinum recommendations. Go to livewithoscar.com. Join immediately. You get 24-hour-a-day recommendations, and you've got me in your corner for a very small fee. Go there and join now at livewithoscar.com. Make sure you upgrade to the Platinum membership. And then say this to yourselves over and over again because I know it's going to help you. Are you with me by now? You should know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, now let's go look at some charts. Traders, why does a professional trader from Wall Street place his protective stops first? Well, let me give you an example. This is a 1-minute chart of the E-mini S&P, meaning every one of these days or every one of these bars is just 1 minute's worth of trading. 1 minute. So 4:01 p.m., 4:02 p.m., 4:03 p.m., 1 minute each bar. Now imagine this. I tell people place your protective stop first before you get into a trade. Let's say you wanted to get long the S&P and it was trading right about here and you decided to buy it, boom, right here. and you put your sell stop in first. So you got a sell stop. So here's what happens. The market's trading just about here. You put your sell stop in right here. And before you even get a chance to do anything, the market breaks, hits your sell stop, and dramatically cracks. And by accident, you ended up short. And you could cover right here. And by accident, you made a small fortune. By accident. Now, that's if you placed your stop first, and like what happened today was that news came out, and in 1 minute, the S&P went from here to here, then here in the next minute. That's 2 minutes worth of trading. Imagine this. You walked up to the machine, you said, yeah, I want to buy it right here. You put your sell stop in. Instead of even having a chance to put your buy order in, the market dumps, and you ended up short. Or that didn't happen. What did happen, possibly, is you put your stop in first, then you went and bought it, you got filled, the stop got hit, you got knocked out before the disaster. Do you understand? This is why you place stops first. You either made a profit by accident, or you got stopped out before the disaster takes place. Place those stops first, people. I promise you, I'm 44 years almost now on Wall Street. I place my stops first. My son Michael places his stops first. Maybe you should listen and do the same. Let's move on. Double top in the Dow Jones daily. Here you go. Same double top I showed you 2 days ago. I said we're right here at that double top. The Omni luckily is neutral. Lots of double tops turn and make a market drop. It doesn't have to actually hit exactly. It could just get close, or maybe it could go through a little, but then the turn is supposed to make the market come down if it's a true double top. And I mentioned, will we just fill the gap in ES, which you'll see next, and then hit this double top? Is that what's going to happen Friday? We're going to find out. Here's your double top in E-mini S&P. Last Friday, we sat right here. And what happened on Monday? This. Well, bam. So there was a double top. We went on Friday, the market closed right here. And on Monday, it opened here, dumped. But what did it do? It left a gap right there. Now, many times when a gap gets filled, a lot of times if this is a gap, a market will go up, fill that gap, stop, and dump. I don't know that that's going to happen, but we've got the possibility because there's a gap that needs to be filled here in E-mini S&P, and you've got the double top in the Dow I just showed you. Then you look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ left the same ugly gap on the same day. It settled here on a Friday, it opened here on a Monday, and just kept going. So there's a gap to be filled. Will NASDAQ fill the gap, turn and drop? Well, we don't know. I know the Omni's neutral, and we do have that double top looming over us in the Dow Jones, so we've got to be careful. I'm glad Omni's neutral. Traders, subscribe to these videos. I promise they will help you. This is high-level analysis. These are things that you should know. Now we've got gold, traders. Gold daily bar, top number 1, top number 2. Beware of double tops. You just seen that double top in the E-mini S&P work, right? Boom, boom, crash down. Well, here's a double top in gold. I'm not going to tell you you have to sell it. What I am going to tell you is don't buy it until this double top gets resolved. Now, we know when we see a double top, we sell a double top, and that rule applies. But if you're not going to do that, at least don't buy it. There is a double top. It is Friday. Let it resolve itself. And then, traders, I have been showing this beast in every one of my live webinars for Metastock, for Traders Corner, when I host my own webinars on YouTube. And I have been showing this for a good 6 to 7 months. This is the coffee market. I have been telling everybody this is a silent monster. It is the new cocoa. Cocoa is worth $11,000 per metric ton. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? $11,000. It used to be worth $300. It has gone crazy, cocoa. Well, slowly, in the same exchange, by the way, coffee, sugar, and cocoa all trade on the same exchange, the ICE exchange. Slowly, coffee is just quietly becoming cocoa. Look at the trajectory. When I started showing everyone coffee, we were back here. Look at it now. It's gone crazy. It's the new cocoa as far as I'm concerned. Keep your eyes on coffee, traders. My gift to you. Please be careful out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. And I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.